not gonna lie, this is so chilling. This is so dark. It's being reported, okay, that it looks like Alicia Andrews was actually smirking in court when they showed her the body of Foolio. Okay, now look, I couldn't believe this when I saw it. Okay, so this is her. Okay, she's going to be shown a clip of Foolio's body in the car. I'm going to try my best to not show you the body because it's not really appropriate for YouTube. But what it looks like, she was smirking. That's what it says. She was smirking in court after prosecutors showed her the video of Foolio's lifeless body. So let me just try and make sure that I pause before we actually see the body. They're saying that she was really smirking, like she was actually hiding back a smile. She was trying to cover up her smile and essentially, you know, not let on that really she's really proud of what she did. That's the way it looks. It looks like she's proud, she's smirking. She's kind of like, you know, just got this mischievous grin like, yeah, I did that. And I think it's super twisted. Look at this. She's covering up a smile. She's putting her hand in front of her face. She's trying to cover up the fact that really she was smirking and thinking it was all a joke when they were showing Foolio's body in the court in the car.
Yes.
Deceased individual?
Correct.
Okay. You had come into contact with that motor?
So, look, this is super dark, right? And people are sharing their opinion. They're saying, yep, she BBQ'd. She Kentucky Fried F'd. And the jury probably saw that too. People are saying it was clipped out of context and she was laughing at a picture of herself in a bad wig. Okay, but everyone thinks it was Foolio. Apparently it wasn't. But regardless, whether it's her in a wig or whether it's something else, you can't really be smirking like that in court, okay? People are saying she's young, dumb, and stupid. She thinks she's cool. She's going to break down once she gets all of that time, okay? But people are saying put her under the jail. Ain't nothing funny about that, okay? Now, I would be curious to know whether that was the actual moment she was laughing at. You know, this is another post of the same thing going around. People saying, am I the only one thinking this Jacksonville drill stuff is more evil than Chicago? Because the way she's smirking at a lifeless body got me pissed off. On the other hand, I'm asking, why was Foolio hated so much? What the F did she do? And they're saying she's not going to smile no more when she gets life in prison. She thinks this stuff is a joke. They're saying jury is seeing it too. They're going to cook her, okay? Now, in the courtroom, the prosecutors have been describing Foolio's last moments, and we've got a few interesting moments that, you know, are quite sad and harrowing and just kind of hark back to this whole just very tragic mess that took place that day.
Up against the dashboard, you may have seen in that photo, on those videos, but you'll see it during the trial, look for it. His feet are up on the dashboard. He's leaning back, he's on his phone. The evidence will show trying to find a hotel, trying to find lodging for them. He barely has time to pull his feet down. The evidence will show he attempted to jump into the back seat, to go through and across the center console. Before he could do that, one of these rounds smashed into his chest, and that round tore through his heart, through his lungs, and through the largest vein in the body, the aorta, a gigantic artery that supplies blood up and down your body. And when he turned and kind of flipped over to try to crawl into the back seat, he took two more.
It's really sad, man. It's so sad to hear how he went out. You know, it just, I was a huge fan of Foolio, so it's really hard for me to hear. I know that he had a lot of beef, and I know that he'd gotten himself in a pretty deep situation, but nobody deserves to go out like that, and it's really not okay. So people are saying the judge already know they BS, and this is the second day she's overly cooked, okay? A lot of people are saying, look, the judge is seeing all the nonsense going on, seeing people smirking on the stand, and it's not going to go well, okay? Apparently, Foolio's cousin also couldn't hold back tears when it was being described, these final moments of Foolio's life. They're saying that his cousin really was getting emotional up there, Gino. So this is another clip that's been going around. Let's check this out.
You're about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, but...
Okay.
So you fell asleep after that, after he came back to the car, or you started dozing?
Yes.
Can you just tell the jurors what you saw inside of the car at that point? You said you saw Foolio laid out?
Yeah, first thing I saw Foolio laid out. I thought it was a car accident until I looked up, saw the bullet holes, and I saw Zay covered in blood yelling.
Okay, so you thought it was a car accident, and then you looked up, saw the bullet holes, and you saw Zay. Is that Xavier Edwards?
Yes.
You saw him covered in blood?
Yes.
Okay, so he wanted you to look at his head because he thought he had been hit, and then when you tried to do that, you saw this hole in your arm?
Yes.
Where were you shot?
I was shot right on my arm.
Okay.
Close to my shoulder.
Do you still have a scar from that gunshot wound?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recognize that as Charles Jones' black Charger?
Yes.
Okay. You okay?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yes.
Do you recognize the photograph?
Yes.
Are those photographs of you in the hospital, Mr. Norris?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I tell you what, I'm just gonna have the jury step up momentarily.
All rise.
Cook her, man. Cook. I don't care, man. I want, bruh. She's just. Allegedly, she's a big reason why this all went down, man. And that's so heartbreaking to hear Gino talking about that situation that went down, hearing how Foolio went out, taking a shot to the chest. It's just heartbreaking stuff, you know. And they're saying the dude sounds just like Foolio, man. You know, people thought they were tripping. People saying she wanted to laugh bad. She got caught smirking already. Now, this time she going through it. She wanted to cry. She's knowing that testimony and him crying on the stand. They're having to send the jury out and take a little break. Hopefully, that means she's totally cooked, man. The jury are hearing all of that, okay? It's absolutely heartbreaking, okay? They're saying, Lil Gino, man, pray, bro, he could overcome this stuff. He's definitely going to need professional help. People are saying, I heard his testimony. He was crying the entire time. Judge even stopped court and sent the jury out to tell him he needs to get it together. She didn't use that exact language, but essentially what was said in a nicer voice told him they can take a break, but he can't be emotional like that in front of the jury. But he can't help it, man. I mean, bro, he saw his dead cousin laid out in a car. If you got love for your family and you're close like it was, it takes a real man to cry over stuff like that, man. People are saying that seems hella insensitive. Like, I halfway get it because it's important for the jury to be able to understand the testimony to make an accurate decision. But at the same time, the type of trauma that he went through, what he saw, and the pain he has to live with isn't something he can just turn off like a light switch. Maybe the judge was a little more tactful than the way you described it. I hope so, because I'm picturing this judge sternly telling him to get it together, disregarding everything he's feeling while dude is quite literally reliving possibly the most traumatic situation in his life, man. And it's just so sad. Big rest in peace to Foolio, man. You know, he going through it. This ain't like anything I've been to. A lot of funerals. I've had a lot of cousins die. He's having to relive this whole scene that's recent. It took me 10 years to where I could say my brother's name without feeling some type of way after he died, man. So that's super sad. There was images and footage of inside the car that Foolio died in that were also being analyzed. Okay, they've got the car in evidence lockup here, and they're saying this is the inside look of Foolio's car that he died in. You know, it's a little bit of a mess in there. You know, it's just covered in blood. You know, all the evidence spattered everywhere. That's just so messed up, man. That's just horrible. Horrible way to go out, man. They're saying his long live six, man. His vape and his perks was with him at all times, man. But it's super sad. Super, super sad. So another thing that's interesting, okay, a lot of people have been saying there's been texts between J-Lot and Alicia all talking about Foolio years before. Okay, apparently this is all apparently be a plan that's been in motion, and that they've talked about their feelings about Foolio a long time before it went down. So for her to be acting like, oh, I ain't got nothing to do with what was going on, I don't know, bro, you was at Foolio's party and then he got killed afterwards, bro. It's not a good look. And then we're finding out years ago you were talking about him? Nah, hell no. Let's see this clip.
And then mine was a week late, and yes, B, I think I sent you the post, like all these rappers in paperwork. Except J-Dot, he in the clear, and my cousin vouched for him too.
I'm going to ask you about J-Dot. Who's that?
A rapper in Jacksonville.
Is that Ja'Cory Rivers?
Yes.
What gang is he affiliated with?
1200.
And then Miss Andrews texts back, it was deleted about time I got up, but Foolio, he said it, but everybody kind of knew that it was just once that time he got shot, and I forgot that boy that died with him at that Reigns game, but that boy Robert ain't even do that, even though he on the 6th side, it was Bibby, and we'll know that shit, but Bibby died like 3 weeks later, so that was crazy. Do you know the Robert who she's referring to?
Yes.
Who's that?
Robert Howard.
And is he affiliated with 6 Block?
Yes.
She knew everything that was going on, man. From those, she knew all the gang war. She knew about Bibby. She knew about this person, that. She knew what was going on, man. So you ain't going to try and tell me she just was booking a random Airbnb. Oh, she was just booking it. Hell no. Cooked, all right? Throw her in char broiler, bro. Deep fry her.
And when they say 6 side, is 6 Block, is that again a reference to an area in Jacksonville?
Yes.
And 6 Block is against 1200 or rival to 1200 in ATK, is that correct?
That is correct.
And then what was your response to that?
OMG and LMAO, everybody kind of knew. B, they all knew. They They all in his comments calling him a rat.
Okay, and then what does your then text ATPP, what does that mean?
It means at this point,
And then
if you
what
know
else?
you in paperwork, just expose yourself.
And then the defendant then texts back to you, and this is January 21st of 2021, 8:39 a.m. Girl, I don't like Foolio, LMFAOOO, ugly ass bitch. He need to die. And
Whoa, no way. Nah, she cooked. She cooked. She said, I don't like that boy Foolio. He needs to die in 2021. She finished, bro. She's cooked, bro. What the jury gonna think of that, bro? I ain't have nothing. I just booked the Airbnb, bro. You talking about he needs to die years ago? You are finished, bro.
January 21st of 2021, 8:39 a.m. Girl, I don't like Foolio, LMFAOOO, ugly ass bitch. He need to die. And SHID, that was will friend, and then FUCK, that code. And SHIT, bitch, he shot me and my friend died, question mark, question mark, question mark. Yeah, I'm pointing out who did it. What's she saying there? What's she talking about?
Well, she's referring to somebody that had just died that we know.
In this
So,
gang war?
Yeah, we're basically just gossiping.
Okay.
Because
I
you see, we're
understand
talking
that,
about the
but
city
who was
girls.
it in this gang war that she personally knows?
She's cooked.